As a devoted cat parent, you naturally want to be the number one person for your feline friend and hope that they love you just as much as you love them. However, reality can sometimes be different, as cats choose their favorite humans themselves. Has your furry friend perhaps taken someone else closer to their heart than you? In this video, we'll show you how to recognize the signs. Number 1. They turn away. If your cat doesn't see you as their number one, they literally turn away from you. This means, among other things, that they often ignore you, for example, not listening or not responding when you talk to or approach them. It might even be that they leave the room when you enter or dart away when you try to pet them. They might behave this way often when they're alone with you, but they'll most definitely do so when their favorite person is around. They will likely pay no attention to you and focus solely on their true number one. Number 2. They push you away. Sometimes, cats resort to more drastic measures if a person isn't their number one but still demands their attention and closeness. If you're not their top choice, they may not want to spend time with you or cuddle with you, and they're not keen on being picked up by you either. If they don't like your actions, they might scratch or even bite, which can be painful for you. Their tolerance threshold towards you is lower because you're not that important to them, meaning they might scratch or bite you even for minor reasons. Number 3. They don't purr. If your cat feels comfortable with you, they usually purr more often, especially when you cuddle together. If you rarely or never hear a contented purr from your feline, it indicates that they aren't content with you and don't enjoy your touches. In such cases, not only are you not their number one, but they might also have a real issue with you. Number 4. They hiss at you. Does your cat hiss instead of purr? This means they want to be left alone or something about you is bothering them. Hissing is a warning because they feel threatened by you. This might occur if you pet them or just get close. If you were their number one, they'd trust you and wouldn't hiss, unless you accidentally touch them the wrong way or bump into them. Number 5. They give you strange looks. If your cat doesn't fancy you much, it might show in their gaze. Do you see boredom, annoyance, or aversion? It might not be your imagination, it could genuinely be how your furry friend feels. Often, cats who'd rather spend their time with another household member just look away, as if the present person is invisible. It can get worse. If your kitty dislikes you, they might fix their eyes on you, in other words, give you a warning stare. Number 6. They're tense. If your cat isn't entirely at ease with you, their body language will tell you. They remain tense as they don't trust you as much as they do their favorite human. When cuddling, they can't fully relax but remain alert. When you pet them, you can feel their tense muscles. Approaching them might put them in a stance that looks like they're ready to flee. Sometimes their tail might twitch restlessly, or their fur might bristle. Number 7. They don't rush. When a cat loves a person, they usually are happy when that person comes home and miss them when they're away. They eagerly await and listen if you're approaching the home. If you open the door, they'll likely rush over excitedly to greet you. If you're not your cat's favorite, they might not care if you're away, except of course when they need you to feed them. Thus, they might be indifferent when you come home, showing it by not coming over or barely acknowledging your return. Number 8. Urinating attacks. If your cat has chosen another household member as their number one or even has a problem with you, you might experience urinating attacks. Shoes often become the target. If your cat is usually house-trained but intentionally urinates in your shoes or other items that smell like you, it's a serious warning sign indicating an issue in your relationship. Especially if other human inhabitants are spared. Number 9. No acts of affection. Cats show their love to their favorite humans in various ways. They might nuzzle, wrap around their legs, lick, snuggle, or knead on them. For outdoor cats, it might even involve bringing caught mice as gifts. If your cat doesn't do any of these, or only occasionally, you're probably not their number one, and they don't feel the need to show you affection. Number 10. Another favorite person. Towards their alternative number 1, your furry friend shows the attention you desire. They gaze at this person with interest, turning their head and body towards them. When that person enters the room, they look up attentively and move towards them. If both you and their favorite are in the same room, they'll sit or lay closer to them and as far away from you as possible. Number 11, loving physical contact. The alternative number 1 can pet your cat as much as they want, or at least way more than you can. Your feline seeks closeness to this person, nestling against them, nuzzling, and wrapping around their legs, even sitting on their lap. While your cat may resist or evade your touches, they enjoy the caresses of their favorite person. This is evident in their purring and their happy, relaxed expression. Number 12, missing and joy of reunion. Your cat wishes to have their alternative number 1 around more often. They enjoy this person's attention and closeness. When this person leaves the house for a while, your cat gets sad and eagerly awaits their return. When the person comes back, your feline greets them by wrapping around their legs and meowing. Number 13, relaxation and calmness. Around their alternative number 1, your cat can completely relax because they wholly trust this person. You can notice this by their relaxed body posture and their calm facial expression. Number 14, different rules. If your cat has another number 1, this person can do things that you can't. For example, they might be allowed to pet your cat in areas you aren't permitted to touch, or they might be allowed to sit in your cat's favorite spot. They can even tell your cat what to do, whereas your cat might not be interested in your expectations. Number 15, items remain intact. You'll only notice this phenomenon if the alternative number 1 lives in the same household as you and your cat. Miraculously, items that belong to this person, or ones they particularly like, remain untouched by claws, and where they like to sit, you'll never find a puddle of pee. Instinctively, they sense which items belong to the person they like and which belong to the person they don't care for. Why does your cat have another number 1? It can't always be precisely pinpointed. Sometimes it's just personal affection. However, if your cat shows dismissive behavior towards you, it's probably because, from their perspective, you did something wrong. You should best observe how your cat's favorite human behaves and act similarly. Would you like to know the 13 things you should never do if you love your cat? Click on the picture on the left to find out. Or are you interested in how to make your cat do what you want? Then click on the right now.